You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It is a Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I know some people all 4 or 5 days and they hated to come back to work today, but we're here and we've got a great show lined up.
It sounds a whole lot like what you told me this morning, no?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You don't know what to do when you're off work for so
I really don't. It drives me crazy.
That's right. I was just fine, just so everybody knows. There's our lineup, of course, for today, starting with our Hollywood Minute, rolling right into our video of the day.
And don't forget your favorite celebrity, maybe having a birthday today. We'll tell you about it. Today on the show, we're going to be talking to an author. We love to have authors on the show to find out what they're writing and how it came about.
That's right.
And we've got our weekend anchor, Andrew's here. We're going to talk to him about where he came from, what he's doing, and where he's going next.
That's right. Well, hopefully not too soon.
We don't ever know. You know, it always happens.
Hold on a second. Talk about the Maritime Museum right down there, Front Street, Georgetown. All kinds of Christmas stuff going on. And Coffee with County at the Horry County Museum. You don't want to miss all the details for that. Coming up in just a few minutes after your Hollywood Minute.
I keep waiting for the big reveal.
The smash hit whodunit Knives Out has plenty of laughs along with the suspense, but who did the most unscripted laughing on set? The man who wrote the script, writer-director Rian Johnson.
He has the most funny laugh
His
you
laugh
can imagine.
is hilarious.
Really good and very high pitch and loud. So he was the one ruining the takes.
A lot of the times I would break, it was when they were ad-libbing. So when Michael Shannon would bust out like a hilarious ad-lib line or something when they were fighting, I was biting my fist trying to not ruin the take. So I wonder if there might be parts in the movie where you can hear me in the background cackling.
Where are we?
Frozen 2 has taken Disney into the unknown, or at least the record books. The sequel's big start has sent the studio's 2019 domestic ticket sales past $3.2 billion, demolishing the annual mark it set last year. And of course, there's still a month left to push that total even higher. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, get this. In Denver, there is a 110-foot tall, 39-foot wide Christmas tree that is covered more than 60,000 strands of lights. And guess what? You can go inside of it. The mile-high tree is an LED tree that was shipped all the way from Colorado, all the way to Colorado from Spain, and the tree is fully immersive.
All right, allowing visitors to go inside for a choreographed music and light show. Once inside, you can look up and be fully surrounded by lights and holiday music. This is the biggest light-up tree in North America.
60,000
right there in Denver.
Strands of lights.
Wow.
I had trouble getting like 3 on my tree and told my husband he could just handle it.
All right, let's check it out today. Today is Monday, December 2nd, and this is Cyber Monday, of course.
Oh boy, lots of great deals out there, so make sure you check them out online. Talk about it. It's also National Mutt Day, so head on to your local Humane Society and adopt a mutt or a furry friend.
All right, birthdays today, 1968, Lucy Lai. Is that Lucy Lai?
Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu.
That's right.
51 years old. She's in the 2000 movie Charlie's Angels, of course. Also, Kill Bill and Chicago.
All right, 1983, Daniela Rue. She is 36-year-old Special Agent Kenzie Bly on TV's NCIS Los Angeles. Also, trivia, guess what? She has 2 different colored eyes. One is brown and one is hazel.
All right, today in history, you go for it.
Oh, wait.
Spears.
Oh, don't let Britney Spears go. Come on,
I forgot
buddy.
it. I'm sorry. She's 38 years old, a pop superstar. Hits like Maybe One More Time and Did It Again. Those sold over 20 million copies.
Okay. Tell me about Britney Spears songs again. No, just kidding. All right, today in history, 1927, the Ford Motor Company unveiled the Model A automobile. It was the successor to the Model T.
And talk about in musical history, it was 1949. Gene Autry's song, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, hit the record charts. And it went all the way to #1, and it's played every year.
That's right.
All right, let's go from the Know It All department where you learn something every day. Listen up. A pharaoh once lathered his slaves in honey to keep bugs away from them after they were entombed.
What?
I don't know.
Did you make that whole thing up?
Yeah, I made it up. No, I didn't make it. I got it off the internet.
See, so look, that's
You're not
not what it
getting
says.
That's what it says. That's it for the know-it-all department. First, though, we got to talk about something else. They had a big blanket drive this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Right there, and it's let's see, down in Beaver Bar. 425 blankets for kids, and they also raised over $800 from their bake sale and raffle, and all that goes to providing blankets for kids all over the area.
That's right, 500 blankets. That is awesome. Way for the community to step out and really make a difference. All right, we've got a great show lined up. We'll be right back.
Your Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Kevin Jacobs.
Day 2 of a brand new month, December 2nd is here. It's only fitting that temperatures start to settle in on the cooler side. On average, highs should be around 62 across the area. Overnight lows should come in around 40. But for today, through much of this week, our temperatures will come in cooler than what they should be for this time of year. So we are setting up for a dry week, but also a cooler one. Your overnight lows will fall into the 30s. Low to mid 30s across the PD, mid and upper 30s along the beaches to around 40 degrees. We've been here before. We've had much cooler weather across the area before December, but we are starting to settle in and day out with much cooler conditions. We'll likely stay dry as well through the end of the week. It's not until Friday. I'll show you that in our next weather maker. So for today, we'll stay with mix of sun and clouds for your afternoon. It started off with cloudy skies. We'll have more sunshine into your Tuesday, starting off with clear conditions out there and sunny skies by Tuesday afternoon. But temperatures still won't warm up a whole lot between today and tomorrow. Mid 50s across the area for today. It is going to be quite breezy out there at times with the wind from the northwest at about 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts upwards of 20 to 25. High pressure is going to allow us to stay nice and dry for several days. It's not until the end of the week we'll have an area of low pressure to move in, making for unsettled weather for the end of the week. So we'll have that chance of rain coming up on Friday. Your Grand Strand 10-day forecast, dry for several days, rain on Friday. We will dry out just in time for those Christmas parades coming up on Saturday and Sunday. Across the PD, much the same. Your days will start off into the 30s by the morning time frame. We'll warm up to around 60 by Thursday. Rain on track for Friday.
And welcome back, everybody. You know, once in a while when we get new reporters, new anchors, we try to have them on the air to learn a little something about them. Now, Andrew is here with us. He's our weekend anchor. We're going to find out a little bit about him, where he came from, and what's going on with him.
That's right, Andrew. Thanks for being on the show. We love, like we said, to have our anchors, new reporters on. August, you came along. Where did you come from? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, first, thanks for having me. Hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving, of course.
Hey, good one.
Thank you.
But I came via Wilmington, North Carolina, so not too far of a trip down Highway 17. I spent 2 years there as a weekend anchor reporter for the ABC affiliate sister station there. Prior to that, actually, I've been in this business a little longer than I may look. I actually started out in Savannah, Georgia, down at an NBC affiliate station there as a weekend reporter and weekday reporter.
Cool.
So that's kind of my pedigree so far.
And so right now, you originally, I think you were talking weekend mornings, but you're weekend evenings, and how do you like it? What's the team like?
Well, it's a great team, and the weekend evenings is also very special for our station because we also do broadcasts for Savannah, Georgia. And we help with the affiliate down there, and that actually is very close to home because most of my family's from that
cool.
area. So that's actually where I was for the holidays, special enough to visit them down in the low country of South Carolina and see a little bit of them, as well as get back up here for the weekends to also broadcast the news to them as well.
All right, now I got to find out, do you have any hobbies? What do you do?
Hobbies?
Yeah, you got a hobby?
Kind of being here for 4 months, haven't figured out the lay of the land just yet. I grew up vacationing down here. Garden City is very near and dear to my heart. That's why it was no brainer to come to Myrtle Beach, because Garden City, Surfside Beach is where I spent countless summers. So big fan of the beach, obviously enough. Big fan of hiking trails and mostly getting outdoors, exercising and stuff like that.
The beach can be a hobby. I'll take that as a
Yes,
that's my hobby.
Thank you so
I
much.
love the beach.
All right, now, what are you looking for in the future? What do you want to do in the business?
Well, you know, it's always fun. You sit in like the chair with the general manager, you get the news director to give you that question, and it's funny how it changes. When you're young, when you're starting out, you're like, go as far as I possibly can.
Right.
And when you get older, get as calm as I possibly can.
Absolutely.
Get to a position where you're not always working 24-hour days. You're actually working those days where you have solid stories and you're getting out there and you're getting in touch with the public and you're having time to be with the public, and you're not stuck in here all day trying to find stories and this and that and kind of running yourself ragged. So the goal is to get eventually out there, be more of a community reporter and stuff like that.
Been there, done that, and like when you get older, you just want to slow down and do like this show, and it helps entertain people and keep them in touch with it.
That's right.
But I watch on the weekends. I always watch our newscast. I watch an hour of newscasts every night. So it's good to watch it and keep up with everything.
Absolutely. And you said you had a shout out, a birthday shout out. I think we all do, but you can go for it.
You guys had the celebrity shout outs, but we forgot one of the biggest ones within these walls.
That's right.
Very own Summer Dash.
Summer's birthday today.
That is.
She was not on my other celebrity list. I'm sorry. She's on the other celebrity
She will be. You wait.
Yeah,
you just wait. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show, hanging out with us today. And, you're doing a great job on the weekends, and keep doing what you're doing. And I like the peace, the settle down, the relax, and dive into the business. That's good.
Yeah, I'm working on that next. Andrew, thank you, buddy, for being with us. All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, we love having authors on the show. A local author, her name's Nancy Ward. She just wrote a book called Front Porch Stories. Now, what I've heard is these are a little bit of memoirs, stories that she has heard, stories that she has told. We're going to find out a little bit more about the book, and she's got a book signing that you don't want to miss.
Yeah, Front Porch Stories. I had a lot of them when I was growing up. We sat on the front porch and told all kind of stories. Now, Nancy, is this where that came from?
That's where it came from.
Oh, really? All right.
We were trying to decide on a name, and a coworker said, "Your stories are ones I want to go get me a big glass of iced tea, go sit on the porch and read." And there's the title.
Yeah, now, how did this come about? How did this come about?
What are Front Porch Stories?
There are 7 short stories written for easy reads, so you can just sit back and relax. And honestly, I'd never thought of writing before, but one day I started, and within about 40 minutes, Bless Your Heart, Sir, was written.
How about
you
that?
will remember North Myrtle Beach back in the 50s and 60s.
I do.
We had a house there that was built for the firemen, and we stayed there every year. And so I took that and started the stories, but beyond that, they are all fiction.
Okay.
And they are easy read stories that I hope everyone will enjoy.
I love the first one, Bless Your Heart, Sir.
That's right.
And then it goes on, and you got a lot more of them in here, like Rick's Place. Now, what is that one about?
Okay, Rick's Place is a little different. It's about a little girl and her dog who get lost and during the night, and Rick helps them find a safe place. And in honor of him and what has happened to him, a place is built with giving it his name.
Very good. I like it. So these are very interesting, like you said, easy reads. Talk a little bit. Your book signing is coming up the 14th.
It is at Barnes & Noble in Florence on December 14th and at 2 o'clock. And after that, we'll just be mingling around with people and signing books as they come in.
So as we know, the book can be found at Barnes & Noble.
Barnes & Nobles. It can be purchased from Amazon.com, Ingram, and YouTube. So it's out there for anyone who wants to get it.
Very good.
I hope you will and enjoy it.
Well, guess what? I've got myself a signed copy right here.
There
and
you
Cecil
go.
does
Me too. I got it. I love it. Front Porch Stories.
And just for a side note, that is our front porch in
Oh, is
Mullins.
that it?
I love it.
That's in Mullins.
That's neat. Now, there's another one here. Home for the Holidays at Laurel Lake Inn. What's that
Laurel Lake is a bed and breakfast, and the last 3 stories are placed there. And after the first one, the Home for the Holidays, the family comes back to spend their first holiday there.
Very
That's
cool.
amazing.
Very
That's
good.
great.
And you grew up where? Where did
I
you
grew up in Mullins, and I
Mullins.
work in Florence at a company called ACS Technologies.
I know where it is. Well, hey, Nancy, we appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you. I appreciate y'all allowing us to come.
Check it out. Front Porch Story.
That's right. Don't forget her book signing right there at Barnes & Noble in Florence, right?
In Florence.
December 14th. We'll be back.
All right, there's a lot of things happening down in Georgetown, especially at the Maritime Museum. Now, they're getting for Christmas, and they've got so much coming up. Justin and Hope is with us now. We're going to find out everything that's going on.
That's right. Talking about a boat parade, lots of lights, lots of fun, and then a holiday for lunch event as well. So, Hope, let's get started with the holidays, Christmas time.
Absolutely. Georgetown's such a wonderful kind of town to be in, especially around the holiday season. This Saturday, we are having our parade at about 11 o'clock. The Maritime Museum is going to have a float, so come out and see us and support us. That evening we'll have a boat parade on the Harbor Walk on the Sandpit River, so boats lit up. It'll be a lot of fun. And for our members or friends of the museum, we have a party where you can view this the boat parade from our deck, which is located right on the Sandpit River in Georgetown.
Now hold on, I've got a question. What if I'm like, okay, wait a minute, I want to come to all this and I want to come to that party afterwards. Can I become a member that quickly?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Or you can join online at our website, scmaritimemuseum.org.
Okay.
All right, now what time does the parade start?
The parade in the morning starts at 11.
Right.
In the evening, it's at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, so it'll be just right dark where you can light it all up.
Are there openings still, you guys, for the
still got
parade
it?
that I can get in if I want to put a float or something in, or is that closed already?
I think that you still can if you check out the City of Georgetown and the Georgetown Business Association's putting on the parade.
Okay, great.
All right, now what about the lunch?
It's called Holiday for Lunch.
History for Lunch.
History for Lunch, excuse
History
me.
for Lunch. Yeah, we have a lot of big events coming up for 2020. We have 3 more History for Lunches coming up in January, February, and April. Is where we bring a guest speaker from outside, and folks get to hear a little bit of maritime history and get a good lunch.
Very good. Well, that's a great way for people to come and explore the museum and then decide if they want to become friends or members.
Exactly. We have so many wonderful events throughout the year. Our Burning Up the Socks in March, a youth sailing program in the summer, lots of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, our wooden boat show in October.
Oh, that's a big one too. All right, now let's give them a little rundown of what they can find inside the Maritime Museum.
Lots of exhibits.
Sure thing. We're starting to wrap up with our South Carolina Hurricanes exhibit. Of course, hurricane season just ended, but we're going to keep that running into the new year to catch folks who might not have had a chance to see it or are going to come down for the holidays. One of our prized objects is a 5th order Fresnel lens that used to be in the Georgetown Lighthouse. That's on loan from the Coast Guard.
Wow.
We thank them for that. We also have a bell from a shipwreck, only known as the Pipe Wreck. So that's pretty special. We have a number of other exhibits on shipwrecks and on Georgetown area maritime history. Also coming up from September 28th to November 8th, we are proud to be hosting Smithsonian's Museum on Main Street, a traveling exhibit called Waterways.
Okay.
So one of 6 locations within South Carolina that will be hosting it.
That's a big deal.
It is.
All right, now people schools, everybody can bring groups in if they'd like to visit the museum, right?
Absolutely, we are free.
Yeah, that's a good part, and they can see all of this.
Well, and there's so much history right there. Maritime Museum, Port City, Georgetown, 3rd oldest city. I mean, why not? You need to come down and see it. The Maritime is part of the history.
Absolutely,
For
yeah.
sure.
And we're right in the historic downtown of Georgetown.
Front Street,
Wonderful
right there.
town, Front Street, yep.
Can't beat
All
the
right.
setting.
Run us down one more time, the parade and all that, when it starts and what day it is.
This Saturday, December 7th, I believe, starts at 11 o'clock. Just come down, watch the parade, visit the museum. We have wonderful shops and museums, restaurants all along Front Street. Then stick around for the lighted boat parade that evening, 6 o'clock. Become a member, a friend of the museum, join online, or stop on by the museum.
I like
Thank you both.
Good
We
job.
appreciate it.
Way to tag team that. That was good. I like it.
All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, coming up December the 4th, Coffee with the County, Horry County Museum. We're going to find out a little bit about this event.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's that all about? Coffee? Tell me about it.
Yes, so we are hosting Coffee with the County at the Horry County Museum. We are inviting community members out just to come and chat with us. The idea is that it's an open forum. Come eat a donut, come have a cup of Dunkin', and just talk to us about whatever you want to. We will have representatives from all of the various county departments, from the administrator to police department, IT, Parks and Rec. If you want to know about events, if you want to know how something works, just come out and ask us.
So you can ask anything. This
Yep.
is open for anything. If you've got a problem you want to talk about it, you can do it.
Yeah,
All right.
that's great, because a lot of times, when you call, sometimes you may, not necessarily you guys, but you get an automated, face-to-face is so much better. You can have that personal conversation.
Yes, and that's what we're trying to emphasize, is that this is a conversation and we are all members of the community. We want to be able to chat. We want to be able to work out various problems. We want to be able to come up with new ideas for interesting things that we can do in the county.
All right, now is it open to anybody? They have to register ahead of time or just come?
No, sir, you just come. You just show up, walk in. If you want to grab a cup of coffee and head out 5 minutes later, that's fine. It's just a 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Come by on your way to work, on your way to school, and see what we have going
And
on.
if you want to stick around, you can hang out at the museum for a little while. Very
Yeah, a
cool
lot of
place.
stuff in the museum.
Very, very cool place.
They have
as
a
well.
lot of exhibits going on right now. They've got a bunch of events coming up at the museum specifically, so you might find something interesting for this weekend.
All right, now she used to work with us.
She did, in the
news.
newsroom.
Tell me
That's
your
right.
job was in news, what you did.
I was the assignment editor for ABC 15.
That's a tough job, I'm going to tell you.
It's a very tough job. But now in public information, tell us a little bit about what you do now and what you're doing for the community.
So in public information, we just get the word out about things that are going on, things that our community members can become involved in. In a lot of ways, it's the same thing I was doing at the news desk, just finding out what's going on and letting people know about it.
Very
That's a good thing about it.
I like it.
Do you miss television?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I miss you guys.
Hey, all right.
There we go. I like
That's
that.
good.
And now, wait a minute. Do you have to be, Horry County? Say I live in Georgetown County, but I have some questions about Horry County. Is that okay?
You're welcome to come out. We would be happy to have anybody who wants to come by, anybody of any age, anything that's going on, just talk to us.
Very
Donuts
good.
and coffee, and ask any questions you want to ask.
Yes,
It's
sir.
open.
I like it.
All right. Tell
Very,
them what
very
time again?
7 to 9 a.m. on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, 7 to 9. Be there early, get in, get you some coffee and donuts, and ask the questions.
That's right.
Carla,
Hey,
thank you so much. We appreciate you.
good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right. Stick around. We've got more coming up on the show. We'll be right back.
That's right.
All right, not a bad Monday for coming off of a holiday weekend. Pretty good, a little rusty, but
That's right, that's right. I didn't
too
mess
much
up
turkey.
one time today. You did more than one. I was
Probably.
watching you. I
A
was
little too
taking
much
notes.
turkey. That's okay. We do hope you enjoyed today's show. Of course, we're back here right here tomorrow at noon and then for the rest of the week.
That's right. We got a great show lined up for the rest of the week. All you got to do is join us, and don't forget, tell one person about this show if they just moved to the area, because they can find out a little bit about everything.
That's right. Hey, and if you've got something fun happening for Christmas, give us a call. We're looking for one more person to come hang out with us on Christmas. We hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Bundle up. You know I'm a beach girl. Stay warm, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, everybody.